Until now, in the previous lectures, we have learned how to define material properties for Europe and United States. Now in this lecture, we will learn how to define material properties for various continents. To understand this, we go to define material properties, left click on add new material option. Here you will see that there are various countries beside Europe and US. User can define by default definitions for various materials for China, Europe, India, Italy, New Zealand, Russia, Spain, United States and Vietnam. If user wants to define any type of material, it can be done by clicking on user option. In this lecture, we will see about the various definition for material for China, India, Italy, New Zealand, Russia, Spain and Vietnam. Now, left click on China. Material type can be either steel. For steel, Q235, Q345, 390, 420. That is yield strength of the steel has been already been predefined. To add, for example, Q235 steel as per GB standard for China, left click on OK option and select all these options. Material property data window will open, specifying the predefined properties of all the materials with all the definitions. User can either go ahead with all these properties, left click on OK option. So Q235 property has been not defined. Left click on OK option. Now, if user want to change the units at any stage of time, for example, the present units are, as user can see, 66 feet. So in this model, for example, US units have been predefined. We left click on this units option. Left click again on metric SI defaults. So now the units have been changed to meters, that is SI units. So we left click again on define material properties. We again go back to add new material option, left click again on concrete. So as per GB standard, these various type of concrete properties have already been predefined. If we want to select high strength concrete, GB 50010C75 can be selected. Left click on OK option. Its compressive strength has been 47.4 MPa. Left click on OK option. Already weight now it is being shown in kilonewton per meter cube as the units that have been selected are SI. All the properties have been predefined. We left click again on OK option. So the C75 now is now visible. Again left click on add new material. Now we select aluminium. So if the standard and grade window is grayed out, it means that there is no scroll down option here. It means that no material property have been defined for that country. Again we go for cold form. For cold form, there is no standard and there is no grade definition that has been already been predefined in the ETABS program. For rebar, as per GB standard, there are these four material properties, that is HPB 300, 335, 400 and 500. For example, if you select HRB 500, left click on OK option. So when we left click on design property data, that is modify show material property design data window, it will show that HRB 500 has minimum yield strength of 500 MPa and tensile strength is 690 MPa. Left click on OK option. So HRB 500 is now selected. Then we again go to tendon. Tendon properties are not defined for China. Masonry properties are also not predefined for China. So we click on OK option. Now we will study various options available for India. For India continent, steel has been defined as per Fe250 or Fe345, that is structural steel sections. Left click on Fe250. Fe345 is rarely used in India. When we left click on OK option, it will show the material property design as yield stress of 250 MPa. Fe250 has already been named here. We left click on OK option. So Fe250 is now defined. For India, we will try to see whether aluminium section, there are no aluminium properties that has been predefined. For cold form material is also not predefined. Rebar has been predefined as grade 250, grade 415, grade 500 and grade 550. Now, mild grade 250 steel is rarely used in India nowadays. Most of the times either grade 415 is used or grade 500 is used. For grade 550 also it is used in special buildings only. So if you select HVST grade 500, left click on OK option, we see that the yield strength of that material is 500 MPa. Left click on OK and then we again left click on OK. So HVST 500 is now selected. Now we go to tendon. Tendons are also not predefined for India. Masonry is also not predefined for India. So we left click on cancel to go back to the defined material window. Now we again will try to study Italy materials that are already been predefined. For Italy steel, standard is NTC 2008 and grade available are S235, S275, S355 and S450. So we go ahead with S275, left click again on OK option, that is yield stress for that material is 275 MPa. Left click again on OK option and then again on OK to see that S275 is now available here. Now we have already defined steel sections here. We will go to concrete. The standard available is this one and grade has been available from C8 by 10 to C90 to 105. That is, the standard is that they put the cubic compressive strength and cylindrical strength. So we take for example high strength concrete C60 by 75, left click on OK option. This window by default will be available. We can see that concrete compressive strength FC dash is now 60 MPa. We left click on OK option and then we left click again on OK option. So 60 by 75 is now selected here. Now we have studied now steel and concrete for Italy. We will see whether aluminum is available. It is not available. Cold form is also not available. Rebar is available as per NTC 2008 standard. Only one type of grade is available. We left click again on OK option. We will see that it is named after minimum yield strength, that is 450, which can be clearly seen here. And the tensile strength is 594 MPa for B450C. Left click again on OK option and then again we left click on OK to see that B450C is now in the defined material window. So after Italy we will try to study New Zealand material properties. For New Zealand we again when click on steel, the standard for steel design is NZS3404. That was released in 1997 here. We will see that for structural steel there is a long list of materials that has already been predefined in the ETABS. So for example, if we go with AS3679125, we again left click on OK option. We will see that this 250 can be seen here, that is minimum yield stress. So we left click again on OK option and then again we left click on OK to see that AS3679125 is now available. For New Zealand, for steel we have seen for concrete, the grades available are from 20 MPa to 55 MPa. For example, we select FC-50 MPa. We again left click on OK to see that it is concrete compressive strength FC-. We left click again on OK option and then again we left click on OK to see that 50 MPa is now selected. So after that we weather check aluminum is not available, cold formed section is not available, rebar is now available, that is it has two grades, grade 300 and grade 500. Grade 300 must be for ties or stirrups and grade 500 must be for main longitudinal reinforcement bars. And the standard is NZS3101 that was released in year 2006. That is concrete standard for New Zealand country. So again we left click on grade 500E. Again we left click on OK to see that the yield strength of that material is 500, that is G500E. Left click again on OK option. Now after steel, concrete, aluminum, cold form, rebar with check tendon is not available. Mason is also not available. We left click on cancel to see that materials are now defined for New Zealand country also. After New Zealand we check Russia. For Russia the standard is 13,330 that was updated in year 2011. All these material properties are predefined in the ETABS. For example, we left click on C345 4080 mm. We left click on OK option to see that the yield stress of that material is 285. Left click on OK option and then again we will see that weight density is predefined. All these mechanical property data is also predefined. We left click on OK option to see that this material is now added. Steel, after steel we go to concrete. For concrete various grades are available, that is from B3.5 to B100. When we go select high strength, for example B60, left click again on OK option, we will see that the compressive strength of that material is 43 MPa. Left click again on OK option to select the B60 material. And then again after the steel and concrete we check whether aluminum is not available, cold formed is not available, rebar must be available. Because rebar is basically the reinforcement that we provide in concrete. So these four grades are available, that is 240, 400, 500 and B500. So if we want to check about A500, left click on OK option to see the material property, that is yield strength of that material is 500 MPa. Left click on OK and then again we left click on OK to select the A500. After rebar we go to tendon. Tendons are available, that is A600, A800, A1000 to all these material properties. For example, we select the last, that is K1700. The K1700 means that the yield stress of that material is 1700 MPa. So we left click on OK option. Again we left click on OK to select the material. After tendon masonry is not available for Russia, left click on cancel to escape the add new material property window. Again we select add new material. For Spain, steel is not available, concrete has to be available, HA20 from H to HA100 is available. We left click on HA100 to see the compressive strength, that is 100 MPa. Left click on OK, and then again we left click on OK. User need to be very careful while selecting high strength grade concretes. User need to have thorough knowledge of the codes and thorough knowledge of the material properties to work with these type of high materials. After that, Spain, we select Vietnam, concrete. For steel in Vietnam, material property data is not available. For concrete, the standard is TCVN 5574, that was released in year 2012. Grade is from B3.5 to B60. We will see that for B60, concrete compressive strength FC dash is 43 MPa. Left click on OK. After concrete, aluminium is not available, cold formed is not available, rebar is available. That is, these 5 type of material properties is available for rebar. We select CB500V. We left click on this option to see the mechanical material property design data. That is, CB500 means that the yield strength of that material is 500 MPa. Now we see whether tendon is not available and mason is also not available. We can just left click on OK option to find all the material properties that has been seen.